Okay. We see that the particle energy has been all over the planet, and I mean all over the planet, and also prophetic prophecy after prophecy after prophecy being fulfilled right before our very eyes. Wildfires, the oceans were up to 101.1 degrees this year. There's a complete pole shift. There's massive catastrophic events after catastrophic event and wildfires. And also a little bit of teaching about what I was trying to talk about, how Jesus saved my life at 40 years old. He came and I heard a voice, and I was addicted to drugs, terribly washed up and washed out due to the ways that we grew up in this society. I wanted to get into a little bit of that before I start teaching about it, talking about anything else. But I was 13 years old whenever I went outside my doors. I was allowed outside to go play. I was about 12 or 13. When I walked down and around the corner, I found all kinds of, I found LSD, I found cocaine, I found marijuana, and I found alcohol. And I found a bunch of young kids and older brothers and parents alike, multiple families hooked on drugs and massive amounts of alcohol. And I'm sure it's like this to city upon city upon city in America. By the time I reached 40 years old, 90%, 98% of everybody I ever met, everywhere I went, if I was at work, I'm a blue-collar worker. Everywhere I went, anything I did, somebody was using drugs as a social environment to associate. Or just get high to get by. Whatever you want to explain yourself on how to think the drug culture, and I'm trying to bring awareness to addiction and the snare trap that's in the Bible. It talks of it as a snare trap, a vicious, wicked snare trap. And Jesus spoke on this 3,000 years ago about how every plant should be uprooted. And he was going to do this back then, but obviously, if this doesn't break your heart and make you want to go quit, nothing will. Because you need to be humble. Or at least I needed to be humble. I don't know what other people may need to fight and think that they have a life worth living. But all I know is one thing is this. He gave us a soul. Since the beginning of creation, the body is the temple that houses the soul. You have a soul inside your body. That soul houses his spirit. It houses his spirit. He who created us. It's 100% truth. So knowing that, the last time he was here, whenever he was on that cross and he said, my God, why have you forsaken me? He was talking about God in a man. God in a man everlasting. His namesake was Emmanuel. In a man everlasting, God is with us. In a man. In the Word. And there's many, many texts to prove this point. So, I'm just telling you, it was man, God in a man that forsaken us. We had turned to the devil then. Are we ever going to turn to God? And if you can't tell what's going on around the world, that his spirit's being poured out, pull your cameras out and see if you can tell the difference. As I'll try to zoom back out here. And you're going to see a radiating image all through my bedroom of energy and light. And that's not the sun. Jesus Christ saved my life. Your body's the temple. If anybody would like me to preach, teach, and share my testimony even more, I have more videos on my channel as well. Check them out. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to get awareness to addiction and recovery, and some change for change. God bless.